I am pleased to stand here and welcome you to what can be referred to as the Golden Week in Soufriere. And I call it the Golden Week because this week we experience the commissioning of a bus terminal, the commissioning of a farmer's market, and today the opening of the Soufriere Town Square. However, in the spirit of emancipation, I will refer to it as Liberty Week, Semaine Liberté pour Soufriere. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today's opening was strategically selected in sync with this year's emancipation celebration. This evening, we celebrate and rediscover a unified and warm public space with the completion of the Soufriere Square project at last. A unification unrestrained by barriers, by fences, or by the hoarding which we took down in the midnight hours of last night. A real depiction of freedom.
On behalf of His Excellency, Ambassador Douglas Shen and the government people of the Republic of China, Taiwan, I would like to congratulate the people, the residents of Soufriere, for having such a nicely renovated, redeveloped town square. I've always enjoyed coming to Soufriere. In fact, this is the third time I come here this year. The first time in April, I came to the opening ceremony for the Hummingbird Beach Park. And then in May, actually, I came with our Minister of Foreign Affairs to see the Hummingbird Beach Park. And I'm glad that I come here for the third time for this, join you in this renaissance of the town square and also the town center surrounding it. Let me congratulate you. And I dare say I enjoy coming back here more often. And if I come here, for another 3 times this year, maybe the Mayor Gangadin will grant me an honorary citizenship. I say that why I enjoy coming back here because, well, just look around, look at the lovely people around you, and give better plus you have here. So I think I have good reasons to come back here, and I have to say, but for the relentless efforts and dedication of the Honorable Prime Minister Chassenet and Minister Stanislas, I wouldn't have been here today. And I believe there are more opportunities. We come back here for more projects that Saint Lucia and Taiwan work together. In fact, in the 12 years since we resumed diplomatic relations, there have been, only for the community development program, there have been 2,400 projects, creating more than 25,000 job opportunities. And this shows that Taiwan's footprint can be seen everywhere around Saint Lucia. And we hope we continue that efforts and work together and work with you to improve the livelihood of the community and also make Taiwan's presence even more visible.
It is indeed for me a pleasure to be here with you to celebrate the official recommissioning of the Soufriere Town Square. And I think the mayor has already suggested what the name might be. I take a note of the theme that you have chosen for today's occasion, Soufriere en Liberté, one for all. I think this park here will symbolize the liberté that we talk about, given the rich history of Soufriere, as was articulated by the mayor. I think it will continue to remind us of our history as a people. And of course, the other part of the theme, one for all, I think your parliamentary representative epitomizes that theme. You have a parliamentary representative who truly and indeed is for all of the people of Soufriere. We have all come to know the natural beauty, luscious vegetation, the geography, and the wonderful people of Soufriere. As Minister of the Social Ministries, it is for me a pleasure when I see our social infrastructure is being developed especially when it is done with such taste and with such high standard. I'm happy to know that we are providing for our people throughout this country facilities where they can certainly meet, to socialize, and to develop better community spirit.
It is an honor and a privilege to welcome you, our esteemed invitees, to Sulphur City today, well, tonight, to commemorate the official opening of the Soufriere Square. A square which I believe has become the most talked about in St. Lucia for the past 3 years. But despite all the negativity, the doubt, we have remained steadfast, we have persevered, and we have stayed committed to the task at hand. My people of Soufriere, I am satisfied that the long delay has paid off. We have a quality product today. We have an international facility, and this facility is not owned by one single person. It is not owned by any government. It is not owned by any political party. It is not owned by any district representative. It is owned and it belongs to you, the people of Soufriere Town. The journey of progress, the journey of development, the journey of transformation, the journey for a new Soufriere continues. The square completion, the completion of the first phase of the Old Trafford playing field for the farmers market and the central bus terminal, the Hummingbird Beach Park completion, the additional pools at the Sulphur Springs, the upgrading of the Fosse Jacques playing field with fencing and new walkway to the court, the clearing of the road at Edmonds Forest into Abasso Trail, and the numerous other interventions which we have undertaken for the past 3 years are nothing for us to relax and believe that we have achieved it all.
I would love to see every day that we have those taboo drummers being able to play right here in Soufriere. That when all the tourists finish doing their tours, that they come right here to the square before they go back on the boat. That was always the dream. Pick them up and drop them off by the church and let them now walk through town. And that all the vendors and all the shop people, and that they can say they genuinely came to the town of Soufriere. And I know that here it has that same dream and that aspiration and that drive. And I want to congratulate you, my brother, because what Spider said is true. It's not easy to deliver. And you've stayed the course. You and your team have stayed the course and are delivering to the people of your community. So when we got elected in 2016, we said, we need to build a new St. Lucia, because the St. Lucia that we had wasn't working. And so here in Soufriere, what do you have? The Hummingbird Beach project is now open. Thank you, Herod, and thank you to Taiwan. And when I see the number of people from Soufriere and from Choiseul and from Canneries and from Castries and Vieux-Fort coming here to enjoy the facilities and spending money in your community, I know that you did a good thing. That you were ahead of the game, and you have now a proper vending stalls for your farmers and your vendors. You now have a proper bus station where people can be in shelter and there's bathrooms for work, so you're being treated with respect. Congratulations on a good thing. But when I see this square and I see the number of people here tonight, I know that you have done a good thing. And the work that was started at the Soufriere Mini Stadium, and now we're going to have a world-class track, an AstroTurf football, and international competitions taking place in Soufriere a swimming pool, and also along with your cricket, I know that you have done a good thing, my brother. Minister, I want you to know that your decision to purchase the land by courts in order to put your new hospital is a valid one. And I know that the Minister Joseph is working very hard with the Ministry of Finance to make sure that we put the finances in place, that we have that. That when we talk about building a new Soufriere Town Square, it's not about just economics, but it's about hospitals, it's about your schools, it's about your roads, it's about your recreational facilities, and yes, it's about expanding those economic opportunities that we have for this constituency. And I'm putting the rest of Saint Lucia on notice, because I hear some of my ministers say, boy, we're so jealous of here. This is the model that is going to be replicated all throughout the length and the breadth of Saint Lucia. We want every community to be able to achieve the same thing that we're doing here in Soufriere. So to all the people in Soufriere Town Square, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your trust. And I look forward to being able to continue to deliver to you what we have promised.